Let's talk Pet Nats today. Petillant Naturels, another sparkling wine. A lot of people into Pet Nats. Petillant Naturel means naturally sparkling, and unlike champagne, which uses the traditional method basically in a champagne cava cremant, wine undergoes a secondary fermentation inside the bottle, and that's where those bubbles come from. In the ancestral method, which is what Pet Nats use, the wine is bottled during the first fermentation. That's where the bubbles for the Pet Nats come from. So what does that do when the fermentation happens inside the bottle like that? That means the winemaker have no control. Once they bottle it, they don't know what's going to happen there, given that fermentation is still happening. Each bottle of Pet Nat is a little different. That's a coolness factor right there. Also, if you open up these bottles relatively quickly after you buy them, before all of the sugars have been fermented out of there by the yeast, you maybe have some residual sugars left over, making for a little bit sweeter wine. So this gets a little bit drier as the time goes on. It is said that Pet Nat bubbles get softer and smaller over time as well. Generally, you should drink your Pet Nats in about 3 months of purchasing them. Sometimes it's hard to tell what exactly is a Pet Nat. A lot of them will say Pet Nat right on here. Some of them will just say ancestral method. If they're Italian, they'll say Colfonda. But a dead giveaway is this crown cap, this beer or Coca-Cola style cap, so look for that. Also, look for this yeast. This yeast, a little bit of leftover yeast from that fermentation, eating the sugar there. Totally okay to drink, but that's another telltale sign of a Pet Nat is that yeast. So if you haven't tried Pet Nats yet, what are you doing? You're fucked. If you haven't tried Pet Nats yet, give them a try. I'm gonna bust this one open right now. Oh, that's delicious. This one here, the Breaking Bread Pet Nat, Dry Creek Valley, Sonoma County, 2020 Sparkling Zinfandel. That's the other thing about Pet Nats, makes them a little different than champagne, is that champagne generally uses only a couple style of grapes. Pet Nats are putting all kinds of grapes in there. Here come the rooster, yeah.